Welcome back. This is episode 12 of DoorDash, and I'm going to be focusing on necessary gear and equipment, explaining why you should have it, and I'll kind of focus on things that not obvious. So, if you guys go to DoorDash store, you guys will see some kits available, and up to you guys what you guys want to go with. I'll tell you guys honestly. Uh, DoorDash gives you this bag, but it is basic. It holds only basic amount of temperature. If you put the ice cream in it, and from let's say Dairy Queen, a small cup, by the time you get to a customer, it is halfway melted, and that's not exactly the best um bag to keep that ice cream cool. You do have a pizza bag. Um, its size is 19 by 4 by 7, 4.7 by 18.75, which means you'll be able to get about two, maybe three, about two boxes of pizza in there, up with the 18-inch size pizza. That's about it on the bag. Um, this catering bag is something I'm actually interested in getting myself and see how good it is. Um, but you do need a catering bag. And my understanding, if you order catering bag with your phone number, you might be put on the list to be invited into catering program. I might be wrong. Nice thing to have, if you want to, you have, keyless entry, right on you, or you want to actually, use a cam to record things. Of course, it's gonna fly around and etc. Sticker. Um, it is not something you need to have. It is something nice to have to let police, security, and etc. know that when you park in a loading zone and unloading zone, that you are a delivery driver. Outfit up to you guys. How you guys want to say, hey, I'm a Door Dasher and stuff like that. Be honest. There's a lot of things DoorDash as a corporate need to do before I say, hey, I am proud to be a DoorDasher. And of course, they have to make it worthwhile so I can make that as a career. I did always order the ice scraper. Guys, there's a reason why they're trying to get rid of it for 350. I don't think it's capable of scraping ice. Maybe it's no, but that's about as much as it's capable of scraping. So definitely get a. If you live in an area where it's going to snow and freeze, definitely get something good. I would actually get a tarp or something where I could actually, open both of the front doors, throw in the windshield, close the doors with the tarp with the ends inside of the vehicle at least. When it snows or rains and freezes, all you have to do is just open those doors, pop, pick up the tarp, and most of your window is going to be nice and uniced right there. Um, the thermal cups to keep yourself warm during these cold days is fun. I'm not sure about DoorDash, but you guys can get anywhere. They're reasonable. You do need to have a phone holder, chargers. I would recommend having a backup phone just in case that you can then quickly log into, backup holder, backup charger. If you're one of those that need to keep nice and clean, yes, to have the wipes. Honestly, most of those wipes remind me, of baby wipes, and just I cannot just. So I usually will have those gel or bottle of water, pour it on your hand, wipe it, and have a towel. Another thing about a towel, you do want to have a small towel, hand towel, just in case you need to wipe out the spill or whatever. Or, like you get an ice cream from Dairy Queen and the cup is sticky dirty, so you can kind of, bring into presentable condition if it's possible, a bottle of water for that purpose as well. Secondly, you want to have a someone mid-large size shower towel, and the reason is, um, it's kind of not convenient to carry drink, to carry a bag, to carry a phone, and an umbrella when it rains. So what I usually do is I'll just throw a towel on my head and have it extend over my shoulders, and it will collect over 90% of the rain, allowing me to stay dry. When I get in the car, I'll just drop that towel off my head onto the shoulder and have that chance of it getting dry before I have to make that second run. Um, Nice to have something like this where you can put it on your front dash. That should there's a delivery in progress, with your phone number in case there's an emergency. So definitely consider. Do I have to buy here? No, I'm not getting paid if you buy from DoorDash or anything that I'm going to show today. Everything I'm going to show, it is voluntary and it's optional. And I don't get no commission off of that. But you do want to have something stating that you are out on the delivery when you are away from the car. Power banks would be a nice thing to have in case your outlets go powerless and you cannot figure out the fuse, or there's a short and you do need to finish the shift, especially if you are using the body cams. This might be also an option. Honestly, if there's any body cam that is reasonably priced and can actually take at least 12 to 15 hours of record time on single charge with the SIM card, I can go over 200 gigs. That would be nice because I am looking for something to record my shifts, and then I can have seven flashcards that I can just swap them out as needed, so I can have records for at least 7 days. Now, space blanket. It is something nice to have in the car, but what I would actually recommend is having couple real blankets in your vehicle, at least two. So if you get that big catering order, um, depends on your vehicle. If you don't have nicely shield bottom, then you want to have one that you can throw on the bottom, and then two that you can throw on the top of the food if you load up the whole trunk. This way you can keep all your food warm, and tell you guys honestly, in some cases actually do better job than the catering bags. I In the past I've been cooking turkeys for Thanksgiving, and using this approach, as I'm telling you guys, one blanket at the bottom. You then everything is, then the food is in aluminum. What is it called? Plates, whatever. And then it's wrapped with a foil on top. Throw two blankets over that. By the time I got to deliver the turkeys to, which was about 30 minutes out from where I lived, um, that turkey actually rose because the outside of the turkey was still hot. The inside of turkey rose another 30 degrees. It was overcooked in some case, you would say. But blankets, if you guys can get the sticker blankets, very fantastic way. And actually, um, if you're getting a large catering order that is a full trunk, which I delivered once to be honest, they barely tipped, but I delivered to a clinic, and they had some kind of a meeting. Was 4 trays food. I delivered that food. I doubt maybe the 1 or 2 degrees temperature dropped. I would have never been able to fit that much of food in my catering bag. So another thing is cup holder. Not something to consider. I have not bought this particular one because I bought a catering bag that has cup holders on it, and it works nice. I'll show you guys those, but this is something because the stuff that they give you at the restaurant is just not worth the hassle. The cup holders, you want to get something nice. I'll be honest, I will be placing, like I guys said, I will be placing this bag pizza bag, I don't think it's worth it. But I'll be placing this catering bag for to see how good it is. And I also will be placing one of these just to try it out. Battery bank, maybe I'll try it to see how good it is. What it's 5 milliamps, 500 milliamps, 22 milliamps. It is a basic battery pack, nothing fancy. I do have a battery pack that actually I can start a vehicle with. Those are another thing you want to do. Have a battery pack that's vehicle starters. Um, in case you run into somehow the battery died or something like that, definitely want to have or jumpers in the vehicle as well. So let's start by some of the things that I do. I bought this bag. Very beautiful bag. Very nice bag. Has a separator in it where you can actually separate food from cold and hot. Honestly, I haven't separated yet. I Let's go back to this thing. I have three kind of bags. These kind of bags. Two that are DoorDashes and one actually another company's that alcohol delivery. So I have three bags of these in the car. I have this kind of a catering bag in a vehicle. Nice cup holder. The one thing that it's a problem when they ship it, they collapse it. So the walls are weak. What I actually did is I took cardboard box that would actually somewhat fit, cut it out in exact size, and actually makes it very nice, sturdy bag. Carry it nicely. Size is 22.8 by 13.8 by 13.8. So very roomy. You guys can find it on Amazon. Right now, it's priced around 56 bucks from different sellers. You can maybe find it faster. So very nice. Honestly, this right here, I'm not sure is it worth it. Holds cups, very nice, large, medium, small cups. Um, what I actually do is I'll take this bag and I'll drop it inside in, into this one. Keeps it nice and warm and barely any temperature loss between pickup and destination. It's a very nice bag, very lovely, and I wish they would make them sturdy so they wouldn't be that the kind of soft wall. That's be the only issue personally I have. I am thinking of reinforcing the walls by um, quarter-inch wooden rods that you can both buy at Homes and Lowe's, and kind of um, use nails and kind of assemble them on the walls, make them stronger. This way, they'll be a lot more stronger when I ever need to carry it. I never had it to pull it out of the car. It's always just keep it in the car. Next item. This is another item that I purchased. It is a little bit bigger than the DoorDashes. It's a 20 by 20 by 8. So in other words, I will be able to fit a 20-inch pizza. I can fit up to 4 boxes of pizza in the bag. So very nice pizza bag. Um, I kind of was looking for something that would be 24, 25 because big pizza, I'm not sure you guys familiar, but we do have them here in my area and they do have a 24-inch pizza. So those pizza would not be, but then again, I'll use them. Those pizza would go in a trunk covered by the blankets and would actually be nice and nicely fed. So you guys can actually see dimensions, pictures here. Nice bag. Again, they're all collapsible. But pizza bag is nice that it is collapsible. Also has air that actually can go through, so it doesn't get really moisty. The box doesn't get really moisty. So nice for that cooling holes as well. A lot of bags out there do not have that counted in, and it makes that by the time you get to the customer, the paper gets really soggy, the boxes gets really soggy, and it just doesn't look really nice. Also, very expensive. Almost 250, if not more, is what it actually cost me to get it imported from Europe. I will be testing it when we get our first snow and ice. I was looking for something that I can easily put on the tires and take it off without, trying to deal with the chains that, you can actually even cut yourself and etc. So, um, as well as, I don't have to spend 20, 30 minutes putting them on and then putting them off and all that. So, I found these. In theory, they're supposed to work nice in snow, supposed to work somewhat nice on the ice. Um, but importing from Europe was a little challenging because I did pay expedited shipping, and that expedited shipping, in addition to right now it's $102. Um, it was 140, I think, when I paid when I bought, and then plus I paid $80 for expedited shipping. So um, it comes in this bag. It truly does look like this. Has these steel rods, even though it's some kind of a material, but it feels almost as a rubber. Inside, you have either a plastic or some kind of a rod that it covers. You do want to make sure you order the right version for the tire size. So, and that would be the version. You would be Evo 8, or like mine was Evo 8 because it was 195, 65, and 15. So that's why you get the group 8 right there. I did also order on another website these, but I think it's a scam. So we'll see will I arrive on which. They were $80 no shipping charge, but said it can take a month to receive. So we'll see because I would like to have, if it becomes really slippery and icy, and I have to go out and deliver, I would like to actually have these on all four, so I don't have to skid to the site as well. Um, been in bad places in the past on ice and snow. Very easy to install. You pretty much uh, wrap it over the top, wrap it as much as you can, roll your tires 180 degrees, finish it off, and then you snap in these blue uh, ribbons together, and that's about it. So, and then it will center itself as you start driving. Of course, speed not recommended to exceed, I believe, 15 or 20 miles, because the back side is a rubber band, not a belt like it is here, the yellow one here up front. So if you start going faster, it will start expanding over your tire, which they might even fall if you start actually, kind of churning while you're going faster. So those are the things I got. There is some other stuff out there that's some $300-400. Might actually work better on ice. Unfortunately, I did not wasn't ready to spend that much money. Flashlight. If you deliver nights, and days are right now shorter in the winter, then the nights are becoming longer. So some of you guys might be delivering into the evening. Some of you guys are choosing to deliver nights. You need to have a flashlight. Very nice flashlight. Only two. What are those 3500 batteries or whatever those batteries are called? Inside, rechargeable. You can also use AAA batteries, which does work a lot weaker with AAA batteries than the standard rechargeable batteries. Does it say here the type of batteries? No, it doesn't. It's one of those not standard, double A's, but it is standard rechargeable, the new style type batteries that are used, I believe that which are used, I believe, are actually used in Tesla vehicles. Those size. Not seeing it. You get a set of two, so you can have one at home. It is rechargeable. I tell you honestly, I charge it. I've been already using it for over a month, still full charge. Um, has 3 or 4 levels of lightness. Also has a fast strobe and slow strobe. So very nice in case you even do get in a trouble. You can actually expand your beam to wide or narrow. I always use narrow because I want to find that that number on the house without shining into the windows. Um, and that's nice, has a very nice narrow beam if you want to actually have the narrow beam. About 30 feet away, you're looking at about 4 or 5 feet beam. If you're talking about 100 feet away, a little bit weak at that point, but then you actually have about 15 wide beam. So what else? Was it rechargeable? Quite sturdy. I haven't tried to drive over with my vehicle. So very nice, reliable flashlight. I am thinking of getting either extender to this flashlight or actually getting the 4 cell battery where it actually has a longer. Use it as a safety as well because with a short one, you're not going to do much damage if somebody tried to attack you and try to bang him over the head. But if you get a longer one, you'll have a lot more swing, more weight, and might actually be a little bit used as a safety tool as well. Now, I also carry on me always is this pepper spray. Never tested, not sure if it's truly a 20-foot range, but it goes right on your belt. Um, very easy to pull out if you need it. Um, and something you need to have before we're talking about other more serious scary stuff. So this stuff that's something that I have as well that would be highly recommended. Hats, of course, people choose a very different type of hats. Like I said, I'll use um, when it rains, towel. Also when it's cold, I actually have hoodie, kind of a jacket with a hoodie, so I'll actually throw a hoodie over. It's kind of easy to put on, put off. But when it gets colder, I probably can start. I did buy myself this. I tried it on. It's nice, warm, covers your ear, part of your neck, doesn't go as far on your neck as I wanted. One of the reasons I do have from an accident, I have a neck that actually bothers me at all times. So that's one of the other reasons why I kind of went with the neck. And some of you might know exactly what I'm talking about. And so it kind of covers your upper neck more than your lower neck. So, maybe a hoodie with this would actually work fantastic. But also, it adjusts at the back. This band right here, there's an adjustment. So, right there, you can see it. So, it can go for smaller heads as well as regular heads. So, those are a couple things that I have. Also, when you call customers from your car, be nice to have some kind of a headset instead of using your car Bluetooth because the minute you shut your car off, that Bluetooth cuts out. And I had a couple customer asking, "What did you hang up on me?" And honestly, I didn't hang up. I just shut off the car, and that automatically, disconnected the. While the phone is still in a Bluetooth mode, but it disconnected from the car, I no longer heard them, and they no longer heard me. So it is a nice thing to kind of have it as well. I am still looking for a good body cams. Man, some of these cams are just expensive. I am a big guy with a big belly, so well, these cams like right here, when I put it on myself, it records a sky instead of recording what's in front of me. So it's just not what I exactly would say I want. Um, I also use Quick Connect. Let's actually open this. Um, Quick Connect cables. One of the reasons is actually saves your connector on your phone. so it doesn't break as quick. And then these are magnetic, so you just kind of connect, break it away, the magnet, as you walk away, because sometimes when you're doing 30, 40 delivers overnight, or for the 8, 10, 12 hours, and you have a weak battery on your phone, um, you might have to disconnect for 80 times, because you're going into the restaurant, take your phone, then you go with delivery, you have to take the phone again with you. That's 2 times where you disconnect and then connect uh, over each delivery. So that's something else that I use, and I'm planning on buying another set of those. Actually, I'll go through. I was considering these, but these are not going to do good on ice, only on snow. And I'll actually show you guys what I'm talking about. I'll choose this one right here. They do have these studs, which is nice for ice. But then you do have the height. It comes up to almost 3/4 of an inch from the wheel. So every time you come to these, you're gonna feel that bump. Second of all, this is plastic. Uh, this is plastic right here. You have studs inside the plastic, but then you have these steel ratchets that they have kind of a belt coming in, and you kind of ratchet it in. And if these things get loose or the belt breaks, and you're doing 20 miles an hour, it can damage your fender. It can damage your sidewalls on the vehicle if you're using it on the back or etc. So very nice idea, but not. But in reality, it's just not. So snow, it would work nice because it would actually break. These would actually break into the snow, but when it comes down to ice, is just not an option, not a best option. And second, if these breaks, you just in trouble. So those are stuff out of my card that I'm still considering. Let me actually go to orders and kind of so I do have a headset, older headset with, but I'm trying to see, because I'm trying to figure out a way how to record videos when I'm out there, and it picks up the audio from my headset. So some of you guys there, the YouTubers, really appreciate if you guys could actually give me some input. How you guys sold this? The bag I showed you guys. Another item. Honestly, I received it, not a good quality, but it actually attaches to your visor. So if you kind of put it on the front side of the visor and kind of move it, you can actually hide a phone there that when people walk by might not notice that you have a phone, that you might, let's say example, like you're doing trade stock trading. I mean, you guys watching a lot of when you start getting really busy, you kind of forget to turn the phone, check what's happening in the stock. So if you kind of can hide the phone between the visor and the roof, and have the phone running, then when you get in, you kind of pick up your, kind of see what's happening between those ins and out of the vehicle. So those are for those only that and that's exactly kind of like for me. I'm crypto trading as well. So or don't do it as much right now. I kind of bought and hold, but it's kind of nice sometimes to kind of catch highs, get out, catch lows, get back in. So that's kind of the purpose for this, as that I ordered. This is a replacement battery for my what is it called? Then Ventru dash cam N2 Pro. The battery died, so I need the battery wiring for it. I have those about the connectors. Bought a 256 card. um, but this body cam, tell you honestly, it only worked for 6 seconds. Powered off 6 seconds, so I returned it. The bag. I bought this camera, body cam, but it doesn't have night vision, so garbage to head. For those of you guys that are bigger and guys need belt that actually expands when you sit down and get up, nice belts, flashlight. So those are the kind of things like I buy on Amazon because it allows me to get it in 1 or 2 days. It's kind of a thing like that. So hey guys, I know there might be some other things you guys do need to have it in the car. But these are the things that I tell you guys do need to have, like the pizza bag, and um, catering bag. I'm shooting for at least 2 bags for on the catering bags in my car. Um, this one showed to be very nice. You can feel the difference in that food temperature between this bag and a DoorDash bag, catering bag and a DoorDash food bag. Honestly, DoorDash food bag, they'll probably be okay for McDonald's, the Taco Bell, and stuff like that. And when you are delivering for a restaurant, really need to get a catering bag. A lot of times, your order from a restaurant is bigger than what you can fit into that DoorDash bag. And getting that the catering bag can actually get your order in. Like I tell you guys honestly, that's one of the reasons why I'm looking at getting the second bag, and I'm thinking of testing this one, is because if I pick up 2 orders from a restaurant like yesterday, um, I couldn't fit everything in one catering bag, so I had to choose the hot, the most hot stuff in the catering bag, and then the rest of the stuff went into one of these bags. It was just, and then covered with blankets because it was catering bag was just not big enough, and that's just for regular orders. So when DoorDash says you need to have at least one catering bag to do catering orders, DoorDash, don't you go out and do a couple of those caterings. Do a catering for the group of 20 people that actually going to eat on that catering, or a group of 100. You'll know exactly that you're going to need a couple of these bags at least if you want everything inside. Otherwise, you do need to have blankets and get it all covered in the trunk. So that's the reality. Cup holders, where is it? Either this or a catering bag that has on it must have. Otherwise, you will spill. I haven't spilled it yet, other than sometimes restaurants fill the cups too early and they leak out. But I haven't spilled, but I've been in danger of spilling a couple times because those cup holders that you get from the restaurant, they just do not hold. So get yourself, good quality cup holders that actually will hold your drinks, and as well as let's say you have 5 drinks, 4 drinks, it kind of allows you to actually deliver those to your customer. And that's something with my catering bag. Unless I grab my catering bag, I am in a situation where I can do that deliver. So this is probably another thing that I will be getting as well, and I'll be getting from DoorDash because it does have that you can actually close them up and turn it and just do it into a sleeve when you're not using it. So yeah, those are the things that you need to have when you're out delivering. And there'll be another video made why restaurants don't have catering bags, why restaurants don't have nothing to keep the food warm when it's sitting on the shelf. And that needs to be addressed as well. Because otherwise, what's the point of us actually spending and investing to keep that food warm when we already get that food cold? Guys, be blessed, be wise, be smart, and be safe out there, especially winter is coming. Snow will be coming, and stay safe and take those orders that are just worth taking. Anything else, let the customer figure out himself how he's going to pick that order up eventually. Be blessed.